Born with the name Bhago, she is remembered across history by two deeply respectful titles, Mai Bhago and Mata Bhag Kaur. To understand her name is to understand her transformation. In Punjabi culture, Mai and Mata both translate to mother, serving as titles of supreme spiritual and communal reverence. Her birth name Bhago means fortunate, but upon undergoing the sacred Sikh initiation ceremony, she formally took the name Bhag Kaur. This incorporated Kaur, the title meaning lioness or princess given to all initiated Sikh women. While history colloquially remembers her as the fierce Mai Bhago, her formal, religiously honored title remains Mata Bhag Kaur. Together, these names bridge the gap between the young girl raised in a family of devout warriors and the saintly protector she ultimately became. Her unparalleled power did not stem from physical size alone. It came from a potent combination of absolute spiritual conviction, peerless battlefield mastery, and an extraordinary psychological resolve. Raised in the village of Jabal, she was trained from childhood by her father in the arts of warfare. She mastered horseback riding, archery, and the use of the heavy spear, known as the barcha. While most warriors relied on the swift agility of a sword, Mai Bhago mastered this massive, piercing weapon. Wielding the barcha required immense upper body strength and flawless leverage, especially when fighting from the back of a charging horse. Yet, her defining trait was her unyielding psychological authority. In 1705, during the brutal, starving siege of Anandpur, 40 elite warriors broke under pressure. They signed a formal document of desertion, renouncing their spiritual leader, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and fled to their home villages. When Mai Bhago saw these grown men returning in shame, she did not merely comfort them. She confronted them. She traveled from village to village, using her fierce eloquence and moral clarity to shame the deserters into recognizing their cowardice. She challenged their honor so deeply that these 40 battle-hardened men willingly picked up their weapons once more, completely transformed by her leadership. With her heavy spear in hand and dressed in full male warrior attire to blend seamlessly into the vanguard, Mai Bhago led these 40 reclaimed soldiers directly into the scorching heat of the Battle of Muktsar. They crashed into an advancing imperial army of 10,000 soldiers. In the chaotic, bloody clash that followed, her tactical positioning and relentless ferocity allowed her small band to hold the line. They fought fiercely until every single one of the 40 men had fallen. When the dust settled, she was found on the battlefield, severely wounded, but still breathing among the mountains of the fallen enemy. Impressed by her fierce loyalty and unmatched combat skills, the guru personally nursed her back to health. He did not send her home. Instead, he appointed her as his personal, elite battlefield bodyguard. For the rest of his life, she rode alongside him, a towering symbol of protection. She wore her armor, carried her heavy spear, and commanded the respect of every soldier in the camp. When the guru later passed away, her mission shifted from the physical battlefield to a spiritual one. She retired to the serene landscape of Janwada, where she immersed herself in deep meditation and taught the path of the warrior saint to all who sought her wisdom. She lived to an advanced age, revered by her community not just as a survivor of war, but as a living legend who embodied the soul of her people. Mai Bhago's legacy endures as the ultimate powerhouse because her strength was completely multi-layered. She possessed the raw physical power to wield the heavy spear on the front lines. She held the absolute psychological dominance required to rally a broken army of men, and she maintained the deep spiritual devotion needed to protect her people until her very last breath. Today, she stands as an eternal beacon of what it means to be a true woman of power,